Hello everyone, welcome back to HTML learning. So it took me a while to fix my computer and now I'm ready to do my tutorial again, guys. So please make sure to turn on notification so whenever we have a new tutorial so you will not miss. And like you see on my screen, I want to review the last tutorial. We have learned how to build a form element. So how to build a form using the HTML semantic element, the form element, different input types, and also how we can build the field set, label, and all these things, what we have learned. So please go back to I think that will be part 8 because today will be part 9. So today will be we will talk about it like pop-up dialog box or flashcard if you want to build a big box that when people visit to your website, you want to see like a promotion card or whatever. So that will be dialog box or flashcard using the dialog element and its open attribute. So to display a cache to display a flashcard, and also a different use cases with we will manipulate how to use form input, or maybe that will be button elements so that how we can direct to the new page and then also to close the flashcard or the box, And also I want to cover how we can comment in HTML, so using the Visual Studio Code. So that will be something to talk about it. And also the final will be a HTML validation. We need to cover it as well because we build our HTML without validating. So I'm excited for it, so I can't avoid the errors, so everything's everywhere. So that will be the final part. And also I want to a little bit introduction for my CSS learning, so that will be future tutorials. So that's it for today's tutorial, and I will it's so that if this is the right tutorial you can continue, so if not you can skip. Okay, so like I said, if you have a website, let's say I have this HTML learning and then new students are watching, visiting. I want to splash big a flashcard or the dialog box. So to do that in a Visual Studio Code, so you can decide it where you want to put it. So to me, once I load my page, I want to put it before it's scrolled to the so the visitor maybe scroll it down. But to me, once the page is loaded, I want to splash it right away after the menu. So to do that in a HTML, so like I said, this is a menu, that section or header section. Once the header section is loaded, so I want to display my dialog box. So I will start with the basic elements for dialog box. So that will be dialog, and you just type it dialog and then press tab key. So now we have this dialog box, and element is started. But for now, if you save it, you won't see anything. So to open a dialog or this flashcard, what we need to do is one attribute that will be open. So once you save that open, and then now you're gonna start seeing the one box that is started appearing in your website. So that is what I'm talking about, the big box. But for now, it's really small. So to see that really big, so if you add one a paragraph or a p text and then type some text, so to do that I will just continue p tag, and then in between, what if we say so the promotions are started, so that will be started, and make sure to subscribe to our channel. So let's say someone visited, you want to a big box and the display to subscribe, and that will be our box text. So once I save it, now the box will become big because it's simply using the HTML element. We are not using any CSS or whatever. So that's how we're gonna see the box right now. But what if we add a little bit CSS, make it box to be really big, so that the flashcard that so that we can visually better, So to do that, so go to your style.csx. So after the field style, so in CSS, I mean, if you want to select it, any element, you just type it, the element name. So that will be dialog. So, I mean, don't worry guys, just type it that way. So we will have CSS tutorials is coming. So dialog, and then I want to make it the sizing. So that will be start with width. So sorry, it's not Windows. So that will be width. So width will be, so I will just type it like a width. We can type it like a pixel value, or we can use like what if the 80% view width, that will be VH, and also height. So I want to put it, the height will be what if we say like a 50% view height. So once you save it, so now your box will become really big. So but if you want to push it a little bit to the top, so to do that in CSS we have this margin top. So margin top, I will just say like what if 25 view height, so that it will push it to the top. So once you save it, now we have a little bit, I mean like visually more understanding. So what I mean, like a flashcard or the box, you know. So there's what we wanted, but I mean like even we can blur the background. So that will be future CSS tutorials, guys. So for now you put it that way, and then if you want it like a text align, what if we just like I mean, since that CSS is coming soon, so if you want the align the text, you can say like text align, so that will be center. And also if you want it like the I mean like the center of the box, you know, that will be align like content. So to do that, align content, so and also that will be center. So now everything will be at the center. So I think that's it for the a little bit CSS, so that we can see it better. So once you have it, you go back to your index.html, and now like your box is appear, and then I mean like, so the box will be there. I mean like you can, I mean, so it's not very good like experience for user, you know, so you cannot click it. I mean, if the box come, you want to click it somewhere, and also if you don't want it, you need to close the box. So for now, we don't have it. I mean, like we have only just a box appear, and then there's no button. So in form, if you remember, we can have an input type. But and also the other thing, what we can have is we can have like a same like an input method that will like I mean applying to HTML. So that will be button. If you say a button, if you remember, we have this like back to top button that we built. I mean, if you click it, that will go back to top. I will use the button element because you can use it like a submit. I mean, like an input type equal to submit, but it's the same. I mean, button will be like I mean better for styling, better for JavaScript. You don't have to use it like an input type equal to submit, you know. So for now, I will use a button. So once you have a button, so I can add, let's say, I mean, like, so what if we say like learn more? So that will be learn more, and then I have a one button. So but learn more is something that if I click it, I want to like maybe I mean like this is like a promotion I started, make sure to subscribe. So I understand, oh, I have to subscribe. So if I click learn more, so I want to like I mean like direct the like to the form page. So that will be, I will like create one more form HTML, and then if I click it, so that form page will appear. But if someone, I mean like doesn't like want to like continue to learn more or whatever, you know, just close the box. I mean, like, because if the box is still there, it will not be really good for our design. So to do that, I will add one like closing button. So that will be, for now, what if we just put the X, you know? So to do that, one more button, and I will just say like a big X in the button. So to have it like a closing idea. So now you can see that if someone really, I mean, like, so continue the page, so you can click on the X. But for now, we have a dialog. We have an attribute open, everything is set up. But if I click on the learn more, it does nothing. And also X, I mean, it's not disappearing our box. So to do that in dialog, I mean, so what we have is we have like if you remember, I have this like a form that we have learned last week. Sorry, I mean like last tutorial. You know, if you add the input type, and then you can like when you submit it, you have this I mean like the form action attributes that will bring to the, let's say, I mean, let's say we have a subscriber HTML. So that kind of the idea. So it will like the same concept that we will use in our like a dialog box. So to do that, back to your box, and then so what I will add is I will add one form element at the top. So to do that, form, and then press tab key. Now we have actions, but I mean, like I said, if someone click on learn more, I want to direct it to the I mean like form HTML. I mean that will be form.html. But if someone click it X icon, I want to close a box. So for that, I mean like we will need the two forms element. So the one for learn more and the other one form element for X button. So I will add this form, cut it, I mean like the closing form element, you know. So after the like learn more form, and then make it a little bit, push it backwards so that it will wrapping the button. And also, like I said, I will add one form element. So that will be cut it. So after the X button, and also we need to make it this button a little bit back. So to do it just like that, I mean, for now, we are just like a structuring like the way we want it. So if you want it like a little bit break, so what we can do is that we can add BR element. So after the learn more, so you just press tab key. Now, once you save it, now our box is, I mean, like so set up. So now, like I said, if I click on learn more, I want to direct my new student to the form.html. So I mean like we have learned it like how to build a new HTML like I mean like the .html file in our server. So go to your index.html. You can just simply right click it, copy, and then you can paste it here. If not, you can go to your folder, and then you can go to your folder, and then you just simply like copy the index here as well. It's the same thing, but to me, I mean like so make sure you use the Visual Studio Code, master it so that it will be better for like I mean like writing a code and everything. So I will do it all in Visual Studio Code. So that will be copy, and then you click on the blank, and then you just I mean like right click paste it, or Control V, that will paste index.html. So make sure that you save it everything. So I think everything is inside. Yep, correct. So but in like index.html copy, I will rename it. Like I said, I want to name it as a form.html. So that will be like a new HTML file that we're gonna create it. So make sure that you are in the form.html. And also what I want is I don't need anything. I mean like, I just need the top menu, and then the like the bottom, the like a form element. So I don't need it like an in-between table or the video and everything. So even the box, like a dialog box, we don't need it. So that I will make sure to form.html. I will select it all the way to the bottom. So that will be, I mean like before the form, you know. So that will be a little bit, you just select it here. So that will be form. Until here, I will select and delete everything. And if you delete, just delete key or backspace. So you just delete it. Once you have deleted, and then you can save your form.html just like that. So now, I mean, like for now it's in my browser, so it's still in the index.html. So like I said, if I click it, it will go to the form.html. So we will do that later. So now you have set up your form.html. You save it and go back to your index.html. You see on my screen. So I will just like now in the action attribute, guys, I mean like we have learned it already. So in action attribute, so what I will do is simply form.html. So if I click learn more, so I want to channel it to, I mean like the form.html. And also like when I click it learn more, so I want to go. So to do that, if you remember, to like a channel and to get the new HTML page, so we have a method. So that will be not dialog, not post. So that will be only get. I mean, so if you use get, so you will get one more HTML page. So once I save it, now you have set up your form.html, so you can test it out. I mean, like in your index.html browser. So if you click on the learn more, so let me click it, then now you have directed to the I mean, it's the same text, you know, welcome to HTML, but I mean, like, you can see that now at the bottom we only have this form element so that new visitor can subscribe and fill the form. So that's the idea. If you go back to your home page, I mean, your box is there, but someone, I mean, like, doesn't want to do anything, just want to close it. If I mean, like, so click on the X icon, I want to close the box. So to do that, in the bottom form, so that will be X button included. So in actions, so what I'm gonna do is I'm not channeling anything, so we just keep it blank. I mean, you can channel it to the, let's say you want to put it, you can put it like a hash or pound sign here, but I mean, even if you don't need anything, just play it blank. I mean, keep it blank that way. And also what I can do is in the method, so for this time, because someone want to close a box, so to close a box, now we have to use the dialog. I mean, so if you choose the dialog method attributes, save your file. Now if I click on my X icon, bang, now your boxes disappear. So that's how we can set up our flashcard if someone want to continue to browsing. If I mean, like, if you refresh it or you reload it, your box will appear. If someone click on learn more, you will direct to the, I mean, like, form, and then fill up the form to subscribe, you know. So that's I mean, like, so if you click it, X icon, and that will disappear the box and continue the rest of the page. So that is how we're gonna build a flashcard or dialog box in our website using the basic dialog HTML element, guys. So, and also, I mean, like I said, I mean, different use cases, like I show you, I mean, like form input. I mean, you can use an input instead of button. It's the same thing. So I will give you one homework for it. So, and also, like I said, I want to continue with the HTML comments. So in HTML file, I mean, so the comment is not something that we need like a browser, you know, so we do not need a browser. I will make it big. So I mean, like, Visual Studio Code is I mean, like, has a different, I mean, like, the what we call like I mean, like, different ways to, like, if you use a Photoshop, you have a shortcut. I mean, like, so you have a layers, and it's the same thing. If you master the a Visual Studio Code, I mean, like, you can use it really good. I mean, let's say to comment anything in Visual Studio Code, let's say, I mean, like, so I have this form element. So if someone visit to my a form, I don't want to see this image and all the menu. I just want to see the bottom. And also I don't want to delete it because I mean, like, if I work for other people, so someone need it back in my code, so I can comment it out so that temporarily, I mean, like, I will disable the HTML code. So to do that, if you want it disappear your image and all these YouTube part 1 part 2 menu in form.html, so what I can do is that you just select everything that you don't want it. So that will be starting from a header. So I will just all the way to the header. I can select it. So like I said, if you want to comment in Visual Studio Code, just a shortcut will be control / or I mean, you can go to the edit, so that will be a toggle line comment. Here you can see that control / you know. So if you want to do a shortcut, you can select it, anything, control and / you're just commenting. So it's I am not deleting anything. If you do not want to delete it, so you want to keep it for a temporary. So if you want it back, you don't have to write it again, you know. So there's a quick way to comment it and then keep it your code inside the HTML file. Once you comment it, so everything will disappear. But I mean, if you want it back, you can just come back if you want it uncomment it again. So select it, everything. It's the same thing. It's the same shortcut. You can just press control and / now your code is back to life, and if you save it, now you will get back your everything. So that's a one comment method for something that you want to remove it for temporary. And also the other thing, put in a note. I mean, so let's say in form element, so in the I want to put it this is a section for form element. So if you like say like I mean like what if we have a form for like a student form for, I mean like let's say you're recruiting the new teachers or whatever, so in your channel you will have I mean like different forms, you know. So but in the form.html you can add comments. So to do that in Visual Studio Code, you just type it like anything you want to say. Let's say I want to say this is form element, let's say what if this is form section, so that will be form section for student subscription. So like I said, I mean we have a teacher form, so but for now it's a student subscription form. So student subscribe form, I mean that would be better to say subscribe form. This section is, I mean this is form section for student subscribe. So if you put a little bit note, so that will be better for the, I mean a future developer. You select it, and then now what we can do is it's the same shortcut, Control/, bang, now you have like I mean just simply like comment it out and then add the comment for your like I mean a future developer, you know. So that is one way to, I mean another way to add comment for your like a custom node, and you can put it anywhere. I mean let's say you want to put it like in the country, I mean so this like you can add it here. Let's say you want to say like there's a country list or whatever. So if you want it like this is country list, and like I mean like so like what if we say like country list. So if you want it like it's a for instance, so it's an example, so Control/. So if you put it that way, so that I mean someone jump into your code and then start, I mean seeing the comment, and then so I mean so even we can say that, I mean like a different node, I mean so it's a reference for your future developers. So that's how we can comment in our like I mean a Visual Studio Code, you know. So for HTML it's the same thing. So commenting in everything is like a shortcut is the same. In the CSS also same. If you want to comment it out, you just select it, you just like Control/, so it will comment it everything in Visual Studio Code. That is one shortcut for Visual Studio Code as well. So that's that will be like HTML comments for developers. So guys, I mean like so, and then I will continue to like HTML validating. I mean like so, like you see on my like this, I mean like lesson content. So what if we open a one web like a page? So that will be like a markup validation service. So if you Google it, so let's say you Google it like what if we say like I mean like HTML validator online. If you type it that way, you're gonna see this W3C markup validation. So once you have it, you just click it. But for me, I just have it right now. So in the validating, I mean like you can validate it using your URL. I mean so that will be URI, they call it. So it's the same URL. And also validating uploading your index.html, and also you can upload it. So I mean like so honestly guys, I mean like there will be an error. I mean like even if you, I mean let's say in my HTML tutorial, I mean so if I have a YouTube channel, if I copy my URL from my YouTube channel, if I validate it, so let's say in validate by URI, so if I paste it, so once you check this, so I mean like so we're gonna see the error even in the YouTube channel, you know. So I mean like so there will be validating is something that a basic element that I mean we should avoid or whatever. But I mean like to build a website is a different technique, different technology that we are using. So but I mean like basic validating, we can like a really big mistake or big no we can remove it. But for like some cases, you know, let's say you are using the some div that you cannot remove it, so that things we cannot, I mean like so we will see the error, but we don't have to fix it. So that is how we're gonna fix the error. So like I said, I mean error we cannot run away, but I will upload my HTML. So I will just go back to my validate by file upload. So I will choose my index.html, but make sure that you have saved your index.html. So everything, you save it, and even you can close it to test it out. What if we just close it to make sure that everything is like just index.html, you know, so that we don't mix anything. And I save it just like that. And I will choose file. So to do that, you choose file in your validator and you select your like HTML learning, and I have this HTML learning, and go to your index, you select it and you open it, your file. Now you click on your check, bang. I mean, I can't wait to see the error. Now simply you can see the error. I mean, let me bring it up big. So that is how we can debug our HTMLs and know how to, I mean, validate our file, you know. But we can see that like it's saying like trailing slash on void element has no effect. So it's saying like we are using in the head element in the like favicon.ico, this, I mean, like / even if we remove it, so it doesn't matter. So this is something that if you want to debug it, so you can do that. So there is not like something, like I said, I mean, like it's not like a syntax error or logic error. It is something that like how you can efficient, you know. So like I said, I mean, like something that you're using your web technology, a different error will pop, so you don't have to fix. But if you want to really fix it, so now we have this line 7 column 5, and then what it's saying, so we can look for it. So that will be, go back to your HTML and it say like a line 7. So we have this, I mean, in Visual Studio Code, we have 1, 2, 3, and this is a serial. You can look for it. So it's at like a line 7. Now, link rel icon. Yeah, this is the one that it's saying. So it's saying like, I mean, trailing slash. So that will be this /. So, I mean, what if we just debug it so that we can test it out? So I will just remove it. This is a teaching purpose guide. I mean, like, so I want to show you if you want to validate your HTML, you can do it that way. So /, we don't need it. I just select it and delete it. So sorry, so /, I don't know why my cursor is big. So let me save the Visual Studio Code. I mean, what if we just reload a Visual Studio Code? So that will be better. I mean, so reload it. Let me see my, yeah, there is a better cursor. Okay, now line 7 and also / trailing, we don't need it. So like I said, in new technology, we do not need it. You just delete the / like it said in the validator. And also line 8 and then column. I mean, like column is we have like a very easy to see the line 8, you know. Column is something that it's like a column 5. So, and also it's like a trailing slash. So column 5 is I believe it's saying like a character, you know. Let's say you go to your line 8 to the starting point. So you can just like I mean, like use an arrow, you know. So you just count it like 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be 5. I mean, so that's how they are counting the column. I mean, so if let's say you go to your body in the, what if I mean in the UL, if you want it, okay, what if I mean we go to the, let's say here, line 22 and column 17. So if you want it line 22, you can see here. If not, in Visual Studio Code, like I said, I mean, we have all the like shortcut, you can like do that. So that will be, if you want to go to the line, you just go to go menu and then go to line. So that will be, I mean, here. So that is go to line and column. So to do that, you can just simply type it here. Let's say it's like a line like 22. You just type it 22, press enter. Now your cursor is already like pointed at the 22, and then but for column, I mean, like it's like a column 17. So like I said, it's counting your like space or character count, you know. So that will be, if you arrow it, so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's how they are counting their column. If I mean, like, if you want it really like know about how to debug it, so that's the column is counting. But like I said, I mean, like if you want it, you can remove it. But it's saying like a BRs are the problem. I mean, for us, I mean, like BR is no problem. I mean, like BR is what we needed. I mean, like, so if without a BR, we're using the simple, I mean, like the semantic HTML, so that we can see it better. Without a BR, we will not see the gap, you know. So that is like I said, I mean, like validating is I mean, if you want to debug it, you can go one by one, and you can do that. If not, I mean, like, you can leave it, you know. So that's how like to debug or validate your HTML file. I mean, and also the other tip, if you want to like I mean, like let's say if I'm bringing a big, I mean, like it's saying like a BR, it's a really big problem. And let's say you have a really error with all the contacts that you write in your code. So you want to select it all the BR in your Visual Studio Code. I mean, like, so we have one more shortcut to do that. You just press Control F. So that will be finding, and also you can go to like a go or find. I believe find. So that will be Control F. So once you press a Control F, so the box will appear in Visual Studio Code. Let's say you want to remove all the BR in your like index.html. So to do that, you just type it BR, and also in this arrow, you just click on the arrow. You can click replace. Replaces, you want to replace this with nothing, because simply you want to remove it, everything. So to do that, you just keep it just like that, or you can keep it space if you want it, but to me, I just leave it just like that. And now you remove everything. To do that, at the right corner, you have a replace, enter. So that will be one by one you're removing. But for us, since like a validator is saying BR is not good. So to do that, you can click on this replace all. So let's say, let's demonstrate it. So if I click it, all the BR will be gone and remove here. You can see that even the closing and opening tag is still there. So let me Control Z. We need to select it, including the tag. So that will be opening tag. That will be greater. So that will be opening less than and greater than. So once you type it that way, so you will replace it with nothing. You just simply want to remove it and also replace all. So to do that, click on it, and once you replace all, bang, now all the BR in your index.html, so Visual Studio Code, remove it. So once you save the file, what if we test it again? So this validator is saying the BRs are really big problem here. So because you can see all the BR. So to do that, I will check it again if you want to validate again. So you can go back. So that will be validate by upload and choose your file. So make sure that you upload it again. So if not, you can refresh it, So if you refresh it and choose a file, and now locate your index.html, make sure your file is right and open it. Now you click on the check again. So this time, I believe we will not see the error with the BR because we remove it, like I said, yeah. So we do not have an error with the BR. So guys, that's how we can validate, we can debug it. And also the other thing, validating and the debugging in my content, like I said, we have a syntax error and we have a logic error. So that will be something that human being, so we made a mistake. Let's say you want to type it here like a header, but you just simply miss it, like a R is missing. So that will be we will say syntax error. You just spell it, and then if you save it, your index.html run into the error. If you load it, you won't see the the menu. So that is something that what we call is a syntax error. It is a little bit we can find it easy because it is a mixed spelling. If you look through it, hey, here's R is mixing. If you fix it bad when you save it, so now your file will reload it. So let me save and reload the file. Now you will see your image. So let me reload it. So we need to go live again. Then now we're gonna get it back our file. So that is how we call a syntax error. And also the other thing, the logic error. Logic is something that you build using the HTML, CSS, and everything is you build up. And so you build a form element, and then you are looking for subscribe. So that kind of a different logic error. So a little bit tough to find it out, but that's what we need to learn. So debugging. So guys, so that will be today's tutorial. And also I want to a little bit introduction to CSS. And before that, I want to get it back. Now all the BR is gone and really ugly for our website. So to do that, you just simply Control Z. So that will get it back everything. Your BR will come back. So Now BR is back. Save the file. Now I think we are a little bit better, and your box is still the same there. If you want to close it, click on the X button, it will disappear. If you reload it, if you click on learn more, so that's how using the dialog, and then go back to your file. That's how we can build a flashcard, guys. So okay, so like I said, even we have added a little bit CSS to our index or HTML, so that will be our page. So CSS is something that things that you see on the website to for designer, it's a very similar to the if you have a logo outline you draw in the Illustrator, and then you bring it to the Photoshop, and then you color it, you make a shading, and also you add all the different effects in the Photoshop. That is similar to our web technology. So CSS will be like you see, before the dialog. Let me comment it out. So if I comment it, so the boxes are really ugly. Now you can see in my the website, it is not really looking good, but you edit a little bit CSS. So if you edit a dialog CSS rules, and then you can see it visually better. So that is it will be more fun. So that will be starting from the next week, I guess. So if there's no error, I will do the CSS tutorial starting from next week's, guys. So I think that will be more exciting, coloring, layouting, so everything will be fun. Okay guys, I think that's it for today's tutorials. And I am back, and then make sure to subscribe, turn on notification if you learn something, if you like the tutorial. So please make sure to the channel, and also give us a comment and share it with your friends. And I hope to see you in next tutorial.